Hey, welcome to this week's 3-Minute Parents Timeout, where we always talk. I try to give you guys one quick takeaway for the week. And if you have time, you can head over to WeTurnedOutOK.com and check out the corresponding podcast episode to which I will refer in the description down here. Today's, I'm taking a listener question and incorporating it into our Common Parenting Challenges series. This is part 3 in the Common Parenting Challenges series, and this is such a good question from the dad of a 2-year-old. His name is Sharif, and he asks, is it possible to teach patience to a young child? And I just think that's such a great question. It's so many people get hung up on this, like they're so impatient and they can be so frustrating. If you think about it, they have such little language capability. Even if they do have a lot of language capability for a 2-year-old, there's just so much that they can't kind of take in and comprehend and give back to you in like a normal sense. And so I try to think not so much about teaching patience, because you can't sit a child down and give them a lesson on teaching, right? You can't teach them a lesson on patience. But there is a way around this. There's a little hack, I guess. And although it's little to say, it's not so little to do. It can be a pretty tough thing. But it is that instead of teaching patience to our little kids through lecturing or, oh, this is really how you be patient, what I suggest to Sharif and to you, if you have a little kid and you're in this situation with an impatient toddler or young preschooler, is that you work hard to model patience. And it does take some work, because we can all feel really impatient and angry and stuff like that. But I know you can do it, because if I can do it, anyone can do it, I promise you. It's just a question of mindset and training yourself to model patience. So I think one way to model patience is to basically say something along the lines of, when you're feeling really frustrated, like if I'm feeling frustrated, for example, when I don't get my Sunday paper, because sometimes it's just the print paper doesn't come, right? And I have a chronic illness. I've got like hand problems. And so I can't just go digitally and read the paper online. So if I don't get my Sunday paper, I am a cranky pants lady, or at least I can be. It's okay to be cranky and upset about something that isn't going the way that you want it to go. I think that the tougher thing is when you are cranky and upset, how do you come off? Are you ranting? Are you angry? Like, those are things that I totally used to do with when the paper wouldn't show up. And I've tried really hard, because it upsets everybody when I get angry and upset. So I do what I can. I think, what can I do? I can call the paper. I can let them know that I did not receive the paper, and I can try and work something out where I do get a chance to look online. But anyway, basically it's the patience that I'm trying to model. And that's what I hope you'll do. So I'm just going to check my notes. Okay, episode 148 is the corresponding episode here. So if you go to WeTurnedOutOK.com/148, you will find that, and you can hear more about patience and little kids. That's all for this week. We will see you soon at this 3-minute Parents Timeout. Bye.